the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Fields. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Off play action, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. First down, Murray.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2. They sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Murray now on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Murray going to try to throw on third down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Michael Pittman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
16 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Martin Emerson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Touchdown!
Gabriel Davis
With career touchdown number 60.
and the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These two teams all tied after one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, Cook.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Murray. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Julian Blackmon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Chark.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Fields now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And Cook has it left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll dump this off to Cook. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. Right back to Cook for another completion. Touchdown, Bengals. James Cook, 28 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Bengals 14, Lions 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, it's Fields. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to run now. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One play action, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. I was just confused on that one. I had 3rd down written. It said 3rd down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was 4th?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this. And look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone. But here, it's 4 downs. All right, I can't believe they tried it that way and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Now Fields. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to connect with Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Murray again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass run.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out left to Dotson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 17 yards out. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Lions 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Fields.
On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
That one complete. He finds Shark, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Pittman here. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and